Cebu has declared a state of preparedness to prevent the spread of 2019 novel coronavirus in the province. Justine Punsalan has the story.
Some Filipinos are currently placed under quarantine here in Eversley Child Sanitarium and General Hospital in Mandaue City, Cebu. The hospital is currently the only quarantine facility in the province. The patients recently came from Hong Kong, one of the areas affected by the 2019 novel coronavirus. According to hospital authorities, the patients are not allowed to leave their rooms and only doctors and nurses can enter. Each patient is separated from one another to prevent possible cross-infection and so that health workers can also closely monitor their health. Vital signs are checked every 4 hours. So far, hospital officials said the patients are currently in stable condition and they don't show any symptoms of the Wuhan virus.
They're okay so far. Dumating sila kahapon around 5 in the afternoon and so far they're well. Walang symptoms na pinakita.
However, residents near the hospital in Barangay Hagobiao are getting worried after finding out that the quarantine facility is in their area. That's why their village chief met the hospital and local government officials to better explain the situation to residents. 2 hospitals are currently being prepared to become quarantine facilities for people who will arrive from mainland China, Hong Kong, and Macau. Cebu has also declared a state of preparedness.
We shall now be able to access our disaster funds, our calamity funds, and in fact, it is part of my executive order. The province of Cebu is willing to use its calamity funds for this endeavor.
Provincial Governor Gwendolyn Garcia also signed an executive order that lays out the protocol for the mandatory 14-day home quarantine for passengers who will fly in from mainland China, Hong Kong, and Macau. The EO also includes establishing the Provincial Task Force against the novel coronavirus, which will be operational starting today. Meanwhile, Garcia admitted that the 2019 ncov scare has affected Cebu's tourism. Fewer people are checking into hotels while other tourists have already canceled their bookings.
The resorts now are experiencing very low occupancy rates, perhaps even lower than 30%. So talagang malaki yung impact.
Still, Garcia is not worried about this. She explained that her priority now is to prevent the spread of the virus.
Like any virus, mawawala na rin yan. It's going to, I do believe that as the medical world scrambles to find cures and even a vaccine for this, eventually this virus will dwindle and wear itself out. And so kaya, we are not really that worried about the tourism part.
Our team visited a few tourist spots in the Queen City of the South and noticed that a lot of people are still visiting these sites. According to some of them, they've already taken precautionary measures to protect them against the virus.
I wore a mask, especially in the plane, because it's such a tight corner. But I think in open air, and if you're very careful the way you're touching or not touching anything, you should be okay. But if someone's coughing, you know to move away.
For News 5, Justine Punsalang, we are One News.